so much fun before.
Let's go.
But Jack, I ain't gonna do that no more.
Good morning, Turf's Up Radio. Wayne Voles, Profits Unlimited, with your show Profit Time, coming to you live from the GIE+EXPO here in Louisville, Kentucky. Man, what a great morning. Man, a lot of people are here walking around, a lot of equipment. It is absolutely unbelievable. For you guys that are here listening to us, man, we appreciate you listening. But more importantly, for everybody that's not here, that's listening to us on Turf's Up Radio, we want your experience to be like you are here with us. So we're doing our best to talk to a lot of different people, a lot of the vendors that are here, a lot of the suppliers that are here. And I've got a gentleman with me. We're going to get right to the point. Mr. William Cheney is the CEO of Field Routes. And if you guys were listening to us earlier this morning with Hecapus on the morning show, we talked with Mr. Cheney earlier, and he was kind enough to come back again and give us a few more minutes of his time because, you know, we all have so many hours in a day. And as efficiently as we use those hours, you guys hear me talk about this all the time, you know, you can waste them or you can use them. And if you waste them, that's your choice. But if we use them more efficiently, we'll be more successful, we'll be more profitable. And I think what Mr. Cheney is going to talk to you about in their software is certainly a way to increase your efficiencies and profitability.
That's right.
with your company. So without further ado, Mr. Cheney, tell us a little bit about yourself and your product, if you don't mind, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, so thanks for having me back. This is great. Great to talk to you again and share a little bit about our company and our focus on our customers and helping them grow their businesses and solve their business challenges, be more efficient. So I joined the company just about a year ago and came over from the real estate software vertical market and brought a lot of capabilities here and experience to help grow our team in the field services space. And our company got our start originally in the pest control business, and we've had a number of customers in the lawn care business as well as other field services businesses using our solutions, and we've just now launched a new product and new capabilities to enter into the lawn care space, and are really excited about that. You know, focusing in on the lawn spray and maintenance vertical markets, and super excited just to bring all the experience, customer service, and the capabilities of our platforms to lawn care operators.
I know when I looked a little bit up on y'all's website when when Christy reached out to me about talking to you, and because I was like, okay, I want to know a little bit about somebody before I sit down with them. I made myself a few notes, and what I really thought was unique in looking at your website was, first of all, how simple the website is to use, and you'll tell us more about that.
Yeah, it's just like our product. It's simple to use too.
It's all simple. Keep it easy, right?
Right. Yeah.
This morning we had talked about the simplicity of the product itself, and if you don't mind sharing a little bit about your all's focus that you've got, where a lot of software that's out there. And what I share and see with a lot of software is that they're trying to reach too broad of a scope.
Right.
And in listening to you and looking at y'all's website, you are dialed in and focused on, hey, pest control, lawn service, and right now you're focused in on lawn service, and that seems to be unique. You're not taking that shotgun approach like a lot of software companies do, trying to fit too many markets at one time into one program.
No, you're right about that, and it's important because you can spread yourself too thin and provide just a little bit of capability, meaning you can help somebody grow a little or maybe become a little bit more efficient, but you don't really deeply understand the business challenges in those markets. And so we've been laser beam focused on the pest control market for a number of years and are now doing that same thing in lawn care. And so we're focused and dedicated to understanding those challenges and helping our customers be successful, as opposed to offering broader field services capabilities across 10, 20, 30 vertical markets. And we want to be experts and the best in class in those vertical markets, and we've done that in pest control, and we're doing that now in lawn.
And your product, you're cloud-based, right?
Absolutely.
So I know a lot of companies like myself, I'm a little bit leery when I hear about paperless office and that kind of things, and I'm almost ready to go that route between.
We'll get you there.
My staff and reading your all stuff and listening to you this morning. My main holdback on that is, and I know I share that with a lot of people. The younger group, they're all into the technology of, hey, no paper. and you guys are certainly converting older guys like me as well, looking at your numbers of people that you all service with your software. But what's the simplicity of use of your product? So somebody's either, whether they're on index cards currently trying to do the routing and to be more efficient, or if they're using something else, if they decide, hey, I'd really like to try field routes, and I get it, what's my learning curve?
Well, let me start at kind of the top of the funnel. So we have a wonderful set of marketing solutions that allow our customers to do a completely digital online presence, have an incredible website that is focused specifically on their brand, and develop incredible content, e-commerce solutions that allow customers to convert their prospects from people who are just kicking the tires and looking around at somebody's website into actual customers. I mean, we can convert them through a paperless process from signing a contract and then being able to become a paying customer and setting up their first appointment. And so that's part of that paperless journey, is you started all the way at the very front of the process. And then that flows through all the way through our back office. Everything is done digitally. Our route optimization and scheduling is all automated. It's really driving towards efficiency of getting more. We talked a little bit earlier this morning about doing more with less, and that's a really important factor for a lot of customers, whether they're trying to grow by spending less money and having more conversion, so lowering their customer acquisition costs, or whether they're trying to optimize their back office and get more appointments per technician. So being able to route by chemical capacity and ensure that you don't have to go back and take the truck and fill it up, or making sure that you're really optimizing the number of routes, and so you can lower the windshield time. And so it's all about trying to get growth on the front end of it, and then on the back end being able to do it paperless and become more efficient. And you talk about paper and some of the challenges there. All of our stuff is stored digitally in the cloud. It's available 24/7. So you wake up 2 o'clock in the morning and you want to see that it's really there. If you're worried about it, you can look at it. It also, when you're in the field, you can use our mobile applications and you can get access to invoices and things like that when you're out in the field. So having it paperless, you don't have to call back into the office and say, tell me a little bit about this, or what am I supposed to do? All that information is available to you digitally.
I got notes that I want to put on a special account, don't spray this or don't spray that.
Oh, yeah, you can do all that. You can do all that on notes. Software. Yeah, you can have notes for the technicians. Customers can actually communicate back to you, and those notes go back to the office. You can turn those into tasks for follow-ups. And we have a full lead management solution, too. So it really helps you, again, do more with less. So if you're a small business and you're trying to figure out how to service your customers better, it allows you to scale out your back office so you can spend more time on the customer service aspects. We can solicit reviews from people so that you can get positive feedback. We can manage your reputation online by looking at the Google reviews and let you respond to those. So it's really a holistic solution that helps you front to back be more successful.
So you guys are not just it's field routes, makes it sound like you're just routing, but you guys are taking me from marketing, advertising, selling, routing, and company growth. It was impressive. I was reading on your website where companies are seeing 40+% growth rates just by implementing your product. I mean,
yeah, it's exciting, and it's a testament to the solution we provided, but it's a testament to our customers' ability to execute on their business. And so when you're spending more time focusing on your business than in your business, you can use our solution to be able to do that. So it frees up people. It's the small business operators. We have some folks who want to run their businesses as a lifestyle business, and we give them back their first vacation. They're able to actually take some vacation and spend some time. And then for those who are really trying to grow, we have our marketing solutions to drive new customers to the websites, convert them online, make it easier, and then optimize all their back-end office processes, whether it's billing or invoicing. It gives them a lot of capability and a lot of freedom.
It's awesome that the unique factor of giving them back that free time for that vacation, because I think for our industry that is something that is a huge thing that's missed out on, most importantly, because we just don't have the confidence that if we leave our office, nobody's going to be able to run it. Right. And it sounds like with this software, it's just, I'm getting a route. And what I thought was really impressive with your routing, and just looking at it quickly, was how it'll route by technician ability, licensing, whatnot,
right,
as well as tank capacity on like a fertilization or weed control route.
Sure. So, or side of street, so you're not dragging your hoses across the street.
Side of street, so right, you're not moving, as much. Because I know we've calculated with our company that a truck move, even within a location, is about $7. And that doesn't sound like a big deal, but,
multiply that.
You start multiplying that by X number of larger accounts or how many truck moves. And for you guys out there saying, well, I don't move my truck because I'm on a Z sprayer, I'm on whatever, riding a piece of equipment, that's fine. But there's still a lot of hosed operators out there that are pulling a hose. And one of the things that you guys have solved for us is, hey, if I can keep you on the side of the street, less distance, less truck moves, it just makes sense.
Yeah.
It's one of the little things, and that's what I tell people all the time on my show. If we take care of the little things, the big things take care of themselves.
No, you're right about that. And those details matter. That's the difference between a software platform that's trying to be, a little bit to everybody, meaning they're in all these different vertical markets, not deeply understanding the challenges that are facing, pest control or lawn care providers. Understanding those deep things and managing those little details is important.
And I think that, honest to God, I sincerely mean this. I think that's what is very unique to your software. Is that you are so detail-oriented and focused in on lawn care, as I'm looking at it as a lawn care operator myself. But obviously you got the pest control well under control for people as well. But and you mentioned maybe snow and ice managements to follow in much more detail.
Yeah. So we have we have customers who can use our software today for doing snow and ice removal. And one of the things that's interesting about software and SaaS software that's in the cloud is it's never finished. Meaning we're always seeking feedback from our clients and understanding what their needs are. And then we have a great development team back at our office that is really dedicated to delivering value. I mean, we want to understand what is the most impactful things that we can deliver to the marketplace. We feel like we've got a fantastic solution, but we know our customers are going to encounter new challenges that they may face, and we can rapidly develop on top of that cloud platform and then roll it out to everybody instantly. You can get it on your iPad, your iPhone, or over the web, and it's all there for you, and we can rapidly develop software.
If you wouldn't mind, I know, speaking to company culture for you guys, because a lot of times there's product out there, but then, okay, how's my help going to come?
Right.
And I know when I looked at your website, it was awesome that you guys, and you said 2 years ago, and you guys, America's Best Startup Employer.
Right.
And then your Inc. 5000.
Yes.
If you wouldn't mind talking a little bit about that, because a lot of times you're not going to talk about yourself in those kind of ways. So I think it's important that our listeners hear that you guys, if the company culture is good, then the output's going to be even better.
Yeah, I agree. I'm just so proud of our company culture and our teams. We are customer obsessed, and what I mean by that is we're always looking to understand what are their business challenges, how can we help them be successful, how do we help them grow. So it's fantastic. And that culture emanates from the day our company was founded all the way through today, and so we're just so proud of those folks. And we have a dedicated team who helps our customers get onboarded, understanding what their specific business challenges are, making sure they understand our software, which is very easy to use, but we still want to help our customers make sure they're getting the value out of it. I mean, they're spending some of their hard-earned dollars, and we want to make sure they're really getting the value out of it. And then we have a fantastic support and services team who support our customers and can answer questions for them when they're out in the field having any challenges or anytime they have a need.
So your phone number, you call the phone number, you're going to be able to talk to somebody.
We'll answer the phone, and we'll help you get through whatever challenge you have. And it's one of the things that I'm really proud of is that our teams really care. We care about each other, we care about our customers, and we're really in it to help them succeed because we believe if they succeed, we get to succeed with them.
Absolutely. It's as simple as that is in business. We look for business partners. I know at Wayne's Lawn Service with my, as a lawn care operator, we want to work with suppliers and dealers that when we do call them, we can get some help. I don't want to call back in 2 days, and it sounds like that's the company culture that you guys are certainly putting out there.
Absolutely.
I'm not just saying this and talking to you. I mean, just if you guys just go to their website, Mr. Cheney will give it to you here in a minute. It's crazy. First of all, when you go to their website, it's user-friendly. It's very user-friendly. You get on it, the top's got their links to wherever you need to go. A gentleman's or a lady's going to pop up in that right-hand corner for you and says, hey, we're here to help you.
That's right.
And so from that very first experience, it's a good experience. So that's what I I saw with it. So I'm excited to learn more about your software. How does somebody learn about your software if they want a free trial, or other than coming out here to see you guys?
Yeah, well, if you happen to be here and you're listening to us live, come by our booth. It's 10044. Please come by and see us. Be happy to show you a demonstration of the product, answer any questions you may have. And for those of you who couldn't be here today, please go out to fieldroutes.com and take a look around, fill out, give us just a little bit of information. We'll be happy to set up a demonstration of our software, put you with one of our fantastic team members who can help you understand how our software can help you grow and solve the business challenges you have. Again, we're all about our customers.
Absolutely. And, and I'm going to say this as Wayne Vos, Wayne's Lawn Service. I've looked at a lot of different software, and I'm going to come down to your booth. I'm going to look at a demo, because I think we need what you all have got. And I'm not just
I'm glad to hear that.
Because I've looked at a lot of things that tried to hit too big of a target on the wall. Mm-hmm. Okay, it does this, but there were too many things we were leaving blank on the input because it was geared toward another side of a different industry. And I'm anxious to see just the demo, and we'll go from there if that's fair.
All right, we'll make you We'll make you another happy customer.
Absolutely. So, along with all the other thousands plus, right?
That's right.
So, hey, but you guys can tell if listening to Mr. Cheney here, you're their most important customer. It's just that simple. When you call, they'll talk to you. If you need help, they're going to help you. Anything before we wrap up you'd like to say, Mr. Cheney?
No, I appreciate the time here. Just super excited to be on the show here with you and be able to share some of our company culture, values, and how we've really helped people be successful in achieving their objectives. And really look forward to working with your audience on helping them grow their business and be more efficient. It's challenging times with labor and COVID, and we've really helped a lot of people be successful.
Yeah.
Looking forward to doing that with them.
We as Turfs Up Radio certainly appreciate your support. And, I don't want you guys out there saying, oh, you're just talking good, Wayne, about this because they're an advertiser. Absolutely not. First of all, they're not an advertiser. They're a partner of ours. Okay? Same reason you don't call your customers, they're clients. There's a difference between a customer and a client. There's a difference between an advertiser and a partner.
Yeah.
And that's what we're here to do as Turfs Up Radio, is to help educate and elevate the industry. And we're going to do that one team, one business at a time. And I'm not here to change the universe. I'm here to help you understand that you can change your business. And I think Mr. Cheney here with their Field Routes product is something, whether you buy it or not, look at it. See if it doesn't make sense. If we all get 24 hours a day, Mr. Cheney and I were talking about this a minute ago, we all get 24 hours a day. How you use those hours and the software that you implement within your business to be more efficient are the things that are going to help your company be more specific, more profitable. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about, guys, because profit's not a dirty word. Check out their software. See if you guys don't understand that Field Routes is going to help you be more successful, more profitable. Now, honestly, you guys know me. You guys listen to me. I tell it the way it is. Some of it's good, some of it's bad. But I do believe that you owe it to yourself and your company to take a look at their product.
Absolutely. I would look forward to meeting with your listeners and showing them the value of our solution.
Certainly appreciate your time, Mr.
Absolutely.
Cheney.
Thank you very much, Wayne.
Thank you. And we coming to you live here at the GIE+EXPO. Don't forget to go by their booth if you're here walking around. 10,044. It's 10044. Get your free demo. Let them show you what they can do and how they can help you with your business. Turfs Up Radio, your industry, your station. We'll be right back here, coming to you live from the GIE+EXPO.
I ain't never had so much fun before. I ain't gonna do that no more. I hear they fighting still at Good Lodge Beach down in Louisville. Hey everybody, Wayne Vos, the Prophet, your host of Profit Time here on Turfs Up Radio. If you listen to my show, you know I'm all about profit. As an industry, profit is something we fail to meet most of the time.
If you're working hard but not seeing the results that you deserve, Profits Unlimited is here to help. We offer processes and systems designed specifically to make your company more successful, more profitable, and certainly more efficient. When you're ready to take your company to the next level, reach out to me at profitsareus.com. That's profitsareus.com. And don't forget.
Are you a military family with a spouse on deployment away from home? Did you know that nonprofit Project Evergreen has thousands of volunteers across the country ready to help military families with lawn, landscape, and snow removal services? We call it Green Care and Snow Care for troops. If you are a military family and would like to receive this free service, or if you'd like to volunteer to help, visit projectevergreen.org. Project Evergreen, creating a greener, healthier, cooler Earth, 1 yard at a time.
Had so much fun before. But
GIE+EXPO. Welcome back to the GIE+EXPO. That was a little bit of a repeat, but not quite. My stagehand over here, the world famous Hackabus, is keeping us straight on the board over here. And he needs a beer. He says he does better with beer. Rick, he starts every morning off with a beer.
Wow.
You know.
Hey, what a way to start the day, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Get myself organized here a little bit. I've got Rick Knuth here with us with BOSS.
Long day already, huh, Wayne?
I need a drink. Hold on.
You need that beer.
My lips are sticking worse. I feel like I'm playing snow. You know,
all night,
all-nighter, yeah. But anyway, Rick Knuth here with BOSS Snowplows and all their products. And I thought I'd bring him in here. They're here at the GIE Expo for sure.
Yep, definitely. Good to be back.
Good to be back. That's right. You know, we missed last year, right?
Yep, we did.
And it's funny, Daniel, this morning on his show, he was talking about, normally it's what's different from year to year, but we're seeing 2 years of different.
Right.
Hey, we had some change last year that nobody got to see. I mean, we saw it out in the market some, but it's kind of neat here to see, 2 years of innovation of different products. So.
And then some new challenges this year, right? Supply chains, and it's a crazy year. We thought last year was crazy, and it's just kind of continued on.
How, and not setting you up here at all, but how's BOSS doing? I mean, not doing financially,
right?
But with that supply chain thing.
Well, we're suffering like everybody else. We've got issues with supply chain, and it's a very difficult time for. It's not just this industry; it's every industry. You go to the grocery stores and you're seeing some shelf. I went to try to buy some Powerade the other day at the local Kroger. The shelf was empty, and it's just little things like that, and people aren't used to that. It's different times, right?
It is absolutely, and I mean, I don't know. We're not going to get into politics or anything, but it's. He's laughing at me, but we keep it all turf related, But it's something's But so what we got to do as an industry is deal with it.
Right. Exactly.
We got to because crying about it, complaining about it, or wishing other things about it, that's not going to solve it anyway.
We might be holding up a 200 snowplow shipment for a $5 part, that we're waiting on. So it's just it's a different times, and once we kind of come out of this COVID thing and into 2021, we thought, well, things we're going to start seeing light at the end of the tunnel, but it's just a different challenge now, so. I think everybody's facing it head on and doing the best they can, and there's frustrations out there, but you do the best you can.
You do what you can do, And I had the privilege of meeting Rick at some of my seminars that I do across the country, and just a great guy, and that's why I thought I'd bring him on the show, and I sincerely mean that, because we get to pick who we want to bring on, and we want to try to get people that don't take both,
Well, it's that plower's drunk after 12 hours of plowing, right?
But no, I just like to work with people that I feel like that are very ethical and got some integrity in what they do and what they sell, and and I don't do it just because I utilize your all's product. That guys ask me all the time, what's the best whatever out there? I mean, find a good supporting dealer. Would you? Right. Do you think that's fair? I mean. Of course, BOSS wants you to buy their stuff. Brand X wants you to buy theirs, but they all sell parts, so they're all going to break down at some point. Some of them do different things better than others, I mean, we've made a transition all over to BOSS. We used a different type plow. I'm not going to get into that. I ain't going to throw nobody under the bus. It was a good plow. Yeah. Worked for 20 years, but we just ordered our 10th.
Wow. Thanks.
So we're on our 10th BOSS. I did it again. 10th BOSS plow.
Say that 10 times fast.
Really, man. Maybe with beer it would help. But so I'm not telling you guys that you need to buy BOSS equipment. I'm just saying it's good, great, reliable equipment.
We put a lot of time into setting up our dealers, and we do a lot of due diligence before we set up a dealer, and it's important because that is important to you guys out there to know you can get support when you're broke down at 2 in the morning.
At 2 in the morning when something does go wrong.
That's right. So it's very, very important. The product is important, but also the network backing it up is very, very important as well. Yeah. It's important to you.
Absolutely. Because, it amazes me, and the number, our market's bad for dealer support at 2 a.m. Okay, and I get it. We're in Louisville, Kentucky, and it's not supposed to snow a lot here, and all those things. But the reality of it is, I don't think some dealers, and this is where we need your all's help, that says, hey, I know it costs a guy to open up, and maybe nobody show up, But on the other hand, we started working with a BOSS dealer for that particular reason here locally, because they did open up,
and they cook your breakfast too.
So so because they did open, because the supplier that we were using, all of a sudden got out. They forgot. I shouldn't say this. I'm not going to say it that way. They just went a different direction.
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
They went a different direction, and I understand that Ford Motor Company's a big place, so hey, I get it. They got more dollars than Wayne's Lawn Services bringing to them, so we weren't priority. But
I'm no longer in sales, but when I was set up a new dealer, they'd ask, what that hadn't been in the plow business, what's the key to success in this industry? And the first thing I told them is be accessible to your customers when they're working. It's important, right?
That's right.
Not 8 to 5. This business isn't 8 to 5. It's a 6 till 6 a.m. business,
6 to 6 a.m.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yep.
And it really is. And we've got some really great dealer support, with that. And what new products do you guys have coming along? I haven't even been down to your booth yet to walk around.
Yeah, we've got this year, and we limited it this year. We could kind of see the supply chain issue coming forward, and so we limited the new products. We've got one new product this year. It's called the Drag Pro 180Z, and it's a continuation of mounting product on the rear of the truck to make that truck that much more productive. So we've got the 180Z. It's got a 180-degree wing swing that opens up to 16 foot, or you can use it as a pull plow or a push plow. So just a lot of different configurations you can use that thing. And traditionally, those types of products, rear plows have been kind of a couple of markets. That Lake Erie band from Cleveland up through like Syracuse, Rochester, and then Western Michigan. But now people are looking at it as, I can make myself more productive by having a plow on the back of the truck as well.
Plow on the back.
Absolutely.
I know when I was... I'm glad to see COVID going away too, so I can start doing some seminars again.
Yeah.
But it was really neat when I'd get in those markets, and when I first got there, guys would be talking about, well, do y'all use a back plow? And I'm like, no. They're like, you don't use a back plow. What the hell's a back plow? But then when you look at it and you see how efficient they are, we've actually looked at getting a couple of them, try them out just for different. We're looking at more from a subdivision standpoint. Even though we're running predominantly the EXTs, we get a pretty good push now and carrying capacity, but
Well, you do the math. 10 foot versus 16 foot. You can kind of calculate the percentage of efficiency gain there, and it's.
That's right. That's what we did. Profits Unlimited wise, we got a snow estimator, and it was kind of neat. I had a guy come through from Lake Erie yesterday.
Okay.
And he just stopped by and he said, "Hey man, I love your snow estimator. It makes you feel good, And the only reason I bring that up is what you just said, because that allows for when you start running those efficiencies. Hey, I'm using an 8-foot plow or a 10-foot plow, or I'm using a back drag with a plow. You see times go from 4 hours maybe down to 1.8 hours.
Exactly.
And you're still getting your hourly rate, You know,
hourly, or if you're on a seasonal,
or
that increases the productivity. You can take on more work.
And that's what I was going to say. If you're seasonal and or per push, you know, and not on an hourly rate. You know, we kind of joke about it in my seminar, you know, guys, when you talk about, well, why do I want an EXT, you know, well, how you charge it? You charge them by the hour, you charge seasonal, because, hey, if you're by the hour, maybe you don't want an EXT. But if I want to speed myself up and I'm charging flat rate, or I got a seasonal contract, I want to get done, to your point, as fast as I can.
That's right. And, you know, we as a manufacturer, we're always looking ways to make things quicker, better, and so on. And you guys as contractors are trying to do the same thing. It's all about the bottom line. And you want to, number one, satisfy that customer, but you've got to make money while you're doing it.
That's right.
The more you can, more efficient you can be, the more money you can make, right? And profit's not a bad word. You talk about that in your seminars.
Absolutely.
It's not a bad word.
No, sir. I mean, and for you guys listening that are in the snow and ice management business, you know, first of all, we got a webinar that we got coming up November 7th. You can go to our Profits Unlimited website and or our Profits Unlimited Facebook page. It's pinned right there, the link to it. But the nicest thing about snow and ice management that I figured out, and I've known it now for years, but it took me a while to figure it out, is the profit dollars that are available is nice. But what makes it even nicer than that, it's a very time-sensitive service.
It is.
And being that it's a time-sensitive service, that means we as a contractor can be very selective on the types of accounts we want.
That's right.
It's not like mowing or spraying where, okay, man, I need 5 days of work or I need 300 accounts. You know, hey, get yourself set up with some good, reliable BOSS equipment or whatever brand your dealer sells in your market. You know, Rick could tell you that too, I'm sure. That's what I like about him. It's, hey, look at them all. See what fits best for you. You know, see, is that fair enough?
You know, I've always said, I mean, we think we build the best product out there, but you know what? The other competitors we've got out there, if they weren't building a good product, they wouldn't be around. It's the same whether it's mowers, cars, snowplows.
That's right.
So
that's right. Find you a dealer. Find that dealer support, and then pick your.
Right.
Don't go out and look for price.
Yeah.
You know, and certainly BOSS isn't going to be the least expensive one you can buy, but I can tell you from my personal experience in the years we've been using it, probably 12 years now, we started back buying as we replace something, you know, that's what we added in. Man, it's plug and play.
Yep.
So anything else you'd like to tell us, Rick, as we wrap up?
No, we're having a good year, believe it or not, in light of the supply chain issues, and the show is great. It's great to see everybody again. Great to see you, and appreciate the time, Wayne.
Hey, no, I appreciate you doing this, and sorry we had to run you back on time. I
got some exercise today. I got some more steps.
I appreciate you being here.
You bet.
And, with all that being said, we're coming to you live from the GIE+EXPO here in Louisville, Kentucky. That was my good friend, as I consider him, Mr. Rick Knuth with the BOSS Plow Company. So thank you, Rick. We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate your business.
I'm going to stop down and see you guys.
Okay, we'll be there.
All right, my friend.
Thanks, guys.
All right. All right, we got the HNA Hardscape coming up soon here. And my friend, Mr. Mike